Hello everyone, welcome to a new video for AI16 Tau and Virtual's price prediction based on Elliott wave analysis. So guys, I would like to mention about AI16Z here that this might be the last video for it. And that because of course I don't want to just cut it without explaining why we will not analyze anymore AI16. And that because, of course, yeah, we can see, of course, this signal that we got on the 1 hour chart here, where we were still expecting our last hope here at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 here, as I finished leading diagonal, potentially 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5, and then getting a very massive wave 2 directly in one leg towards this blue zone. And once we saw a new hope today, we see a 1, 2, 3 potentially to continue. It has transformed directly at an ABC, exactly at the 1-to-1 fib level, and dropping down massively, of course, again, which is not acceptable, of course, because we're gonna see a massive drop potentially for AI16 as at least a zigzag here, which is not a good signal, guys. Unfortunately, the things has turned not to be in a really nice finishing for AI16. I'm not sure what is going on in the market, why the things are turning a little bit unsure and unconfident. You know? So knowing that here we have a very clear impulse toward the upside. Let me check here. 1, 2, sorry. We have the 1, 2, and then 3, 4, and a 5. Incredibly, we got a very deep correction after it. It was fine. We hit 0.786. And then we start, of course, to see this shoppiness, which it might be still, of course, the last chance as a 1, 2 here. But what is going on in there again? This was the last chance, actually. And where I don't see, of course, continuation toward the upside, and I see this massive drop after 3 waves. That is not an option, of course, to keep on with it and to be positive on it. I'm sorry, guys, to say this. And of course, I already mentioned be careful from this one. Only spots, never futures, and be very precautious with it because it's very risky. Okay, and here we go. This is happening right now. It's kind of like yeah, I mean, okay, we didn't invalidate yet totally, but I'm out of it because yeah, it's not a good signal already. Yeah, based on Elliott wave, if I have seen here like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, you show me 1, 2, okay, that is fine. But this is not what is going on here. We got a 3 waves, which is yeah, not a good sign at all. So it is out of our schedule. For the channel, we will not analyze AI16 until, yeah, maybe if it prove itself again. But with this price action, I'm not with it anymore. So I'm gonna pass this one. Of course, what my expectation is to drop down, right, after this price here. Taking the 886 at least, taking the low, and yeah, we might see even the low taken there. That's it for AI16, guys. So let's move for virtuals. Virtuals, I don't know. Today, of course, the market is not performing nicely, honestly, but I mean, it has started very nice, but I don't know what happened today after the noon. And we start to see some very massive drops, and after 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, we have wave 1, ABC, perfect fib level 0.38. And you have here a potential wave 1, of course, and then wave 2 given as WX and a Y. Another leading diagonal as a wave 2. Now we still, of course, in the range of a wave 2 blue box 0.618 and 0.786. However, again, the same situation. I'm not happy with this price action here, dropping down after 3 waves toward the upside, potentially finishing here as an ABC, wave 4 and wave 5. If this is an impulse, guys, therefore we have to expect here a massive drop after 3 waves down, 3 waves up, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. A regular flat, meaning of course a wave 2 or a deeper wave 2, major wave 2 here is unfolding. As confluence, if this happens, we have the wave C as a regular flat here, that it might interfere, of course, with the wave 2 as an impulse here. meaning this blue box might shift to the lower part. Okay, and in confluence, we might get, of course, those prices over there. So we have to be careful, of course, make your plans, your decision based on, of course, the price action. But I still believe that, yeah, we might be here in an impulse wave 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Um, yeah, it doesn't look good, guys. Honestly, I don't see a good signal here again. Starting from there, okay, starting from there, this might turn into ABC, bigger one, wave 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we have to be careful. This is on the lower time frame. Now, in a bigger time frame, we're still bullish. Of course, we are still bullish for it, but simply on the lower time frame, it says like it's not ready. It's not ready to move for higher now, and still looking for something bigger. So this is a daily here, where we are looking at 1, 2, 3, wave 4, wave 5 that it might unfold. We have our wave 1, wave 2. Now it hit the 0.38 in 3 waves, knowing the timing also is perfect, but I don't know why it wants more time, which is not nice to see. Again, we're gonna update also the targets here. It might be, of course, in confluence with this one-to-one fib level, as you can see here. So we gonna update based on that correction, which is exactly in the middle of this blue box here. Now, it can be, of course, an A. It can be a wave B as well. The same scenario might repeat, but it's just a deeper wave 2 or a wave B. Okay. So yep, so yes, those are the possibilities right now. I don't see yet a move toward the upside now. Of course, if we don't break the blue box here on the lower time frame, I mean, normally I wait for the 886, right? We wait for the 886, we take the low to confirm. But basically, if this is 1, 2, 3, wave 4, 5, it's already an impulse. It defined the direction of the market. Plus, this is already 3 waves finishing here potentially, and then, okay, yeah. So we have to keep the things much more clearer here and much more, yeah, we have to accept reality sometimes, yeah. So in trading, we cannot just like do whatever we wish or we hope, right? That was it for virtual. So be careful, trade safe. Let's see the Tau. Tau on the daily, we have also a bullish scenario. Let me just open the daily. Here we go. So for the Tau, we still, of course, bullish. We are looking at an impulse, wave 1 or wave A, WXNOY, wave B or wave 2, impulse toward the upside, wave 1. Again, wave 2 given, and we're moving toward the upside as, of course, impulse, wave 1, wave 2, given as well at the 0.38. Now, of course, there is a potential of a triangle here, A, B, C, D, E, which is the potential of one more leg toward the downside if that happen, and then moving up again for a wave C. Because if this turns to be a triangle here, therefore, of course, you are looking at a big A, B, and a C, because only a wave B is allowed, of course, to be a triangle, meaning this blue wave B. Wave 2 is hard to call it here, guys, in case that it happens. Now, in case that we continue the bull trend without dropping down for a wave E, therefore we are in a big wave 1, 2 here, and you are looking at another 1, 2, 3. The wave 4 is still unfolding as a triangle. Very, very long side or range triangle. Now, it is understandable when you look at the wave 2 time, you would like to see alternation, and therefore, okay, it is very understandable that this triangle is still unfolding here, but be careful, this is your wave E. If this is a wave E, therefore we should see something moving for higher. And of course, if we dive a little bit deeper, maybe here we see, of course, clearly that this is an impulse. And if this is an impulse, yeah, therefore wave 4, wave 5, you're defining direction of the market. Unless it is an A, B, C wave, C very extended, and you want to continue toward the upside. However, key of invalidation here is given, of course, at this price, where we see invalidation of bullish, or I would say invalidation of triangle here. And in this case scenario, if you take the $402 here for Tau as A, B, C, D, E, the wave E invalidates this, and of course we might move toward the downside, sorry, as a 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. So we have to be careful with it again. It can be, of course, a longer wave or a deeper correction for a wave 4 here. In case we break the invalidation, it might turn into an A, B, and a C, probably ending diagonal, but very, very long one. Yeah, it still can be, but a final signal that we are bearish here, that we might still seek for the low over there, when turning this into something corrective ABC, is of course taking the 364. If this price is taken, meaning of course the price is invalidating this impulse 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, interfering with the zone 1, meaning simply we're gonna take the low. Okay, we're gonna take the low. Taking the low, meaning of course in a bigger view here, you're moving potentially in a bigger wave 2, right, to be tested again. And in a bigger overview, you will be of course potentially in a triangle, big triangle, to move toward the upside, as shown of course before on the daily here. Okay, so we have to be careful with it. Very interesting, and it might be also a wave 2, right? It might be even a deeper wave 2 to hit the blue box that we always recommend, of course, between the perfect fib levels, and then moving toward the upside. After all, after A, B, and a C, wave 2, and then moving higher, because this is definitely an impulse here, right? And it doesn't look like a zigzag for a triangle. Otherwise, you would like to see this moving continuously toward the upside. You want to continue for higher. But the weakness that we see today is suddenly, it's not really understandable unless, of course, there is something going on in the market here that it might turn very, very corrective or deeper correction for wave 2 here. We're gonna see, of course, guys, what's gonna happen, but those are the possibilities right now for Tau, Virtuals, and AI16Z for the last time. Thank you for watching. Thank you for your likes and comments. See you in the next one. Bye-bye.